Good morning, good morning, good morning. Reverend Dr. Mary Whitney here. I wanted to say today is our 263rd day together. Yes, and the topic I chose for today's message is the truth shall set you free. Yes. When I first heard the words, the truth shall set you free, I understood them very simply. Tell the truth, don't lie. Don't hide. But as I have grown older, I have come to understand that truth can be much deeper than simply telling the truth to another person. Sometimes the hardest truth is the one that we tell ourselves. Who am I becoming? What have I done? What have I justified? Who have I hurt? What do I need to make this right? And what do I still need to surrender to God? My faith teaches me that none of us gets to live our entire lives believing we have never fallen short. Now, I want for us to sit up straight. I want us to give ourselves a hug. And I want us to take 3 deep breaths together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Yes. None of us have lived perfectly. And that should create humility in us. Because I know I have needed grace. How can I become so certain that someone else does not? Now, when I humble myself, and that does not mean I ignore wrongdoing. I don't. It does mean we excuse certain things that we think is right within ourselves, but it does not mean we excuse criminal behavior. It does not mean we stop protecting people from harm. It means we recognize the difference between what we know, what we believe, and what we assume. That distinction matters. We can hold someone accountable for what the evidence establishes without pretending that we know everything about their heart. We don't know what's written inside someone's heart. And we can acknowledge wrongdoing without becoming the one person's worst decision defines their entire human existence. We don't have to believe that. Everyone makes mistakes, but we don't have to believe that one person's worst decision they might made in their life defines their entire human existence. We don't have to think that way. I believe judgment ultimately belongs to God. My responsibility is to examine my own heart, tell the truth, and make amends where I can, and seek God's direction. When I think of this in a formulated manner, I think of truth versus humility plus accountability plus grace equals freedom for me to grow and expand where my current thinking rests. Truth without humility can become judgment. Grace without accountability can become permission. But when truth and grace walk together, transformation becomes accessible. I want us to think on this moving forward. I want to be guided by the Lord into truth, not merely truth that makes me comfortable. Some truth makes us uncomfortable, I know that. But the truth that changes me, that's the kind of truth I want to rest my thoughts and my mind within. Sometimes freedom begins when we stop defending ourselves long enough to listen. Sometimes forgiveness begins when we stop pretending we never needed forgiveness for anything that happened in our lives ourselves. And sometimes the truth that sets us free is, I still have growing to do. When I know that, and I honor that, and I respect that within myself and within others, that's their job to set themselves free from the things that bind them within their hearts and their minds. As we move forward, I want you to think on these questions. What truth about myself have I been avoiding? Where have I confused my opinion with what I actually know? Is there someone I need to forgive? Or someone from whom I need to seek forgiveness? Can I hold someone accountable without becoming consumed by judgment? How many have made their judgments and just cut other people off? How many have made judgments and believed that they were right and found out that person never did what you thought they did? You listened a different way. You filtered things differently than they did. What would God be asking me to change if I were willing to listen? And how many people have I told stories on that wasn't the truth anyway? But I'm still living with that conviction. Let it go. Release yourself. Ask the Lord to purge us from those thoughts. I seek to be guided by the Lord into all truth, the kind of truth that sets our hearts free. I want to thank each and every one who have subscribed, who have liked, who have shared our YouTube community with others. And please join us tomorrow for day 264. Yes, the Lord willing, I say. Let us give ourselves another gentle hug. Let us take 3 deep breaths together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Yes, one more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take care. We love you. Be safe. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you on day 264. As we said, the Lord willing. Have a great day. We love you. Bye.